Yeah, hello everybody. I am here with Amelia from UK, and my name is Mert. I am the International Health Tourism Coordinator of Dr. Cemal Kara and also Mendel, Turkey. So we will ask some questions to dear Amelia. So welcome again.
Hi.
So how are you? How you feel now after surgery, especially?
I feel good. I feel very positive, and I'm satisfied.
You look really fine.
Thank you.
So everybody like wonders some informations like about past things, surgery period or post operation, etc. So how you decide actually, and what was the specific requirements like or your searching details, and later could you give us a little bit information, please?
So yes, I was searching for a clinic over a year ago to do some gender affirming surgery. I was recommended this clinic by word of mouth by somebody else. This year, when I was looking to do the complete surgery, I had no doubt because I had the experience before in the past. But still, I was looking for an affordable service. I was looking for simple to use, as in I could ask the questions, get quick answers. And because I'd had that experience before in the past, I knew very well I could contact you, ask you anything, even at weekends, even other times that the other people would not respond and get responses. When I tried other services before in the past, it would take 2-3 days to get responses, and then they would misunderstand the question, and it is a minefield. Having surgery abroad is complicated and is scary, and it was made simple for me.
And how about Turkey? This city experience for you, hospital, checkup procedures, like how was that information? Like what you can say?
I found it scary at first because I'm not a very well travelled person. I've only been to a couple of places, and for me this was it was an interesting experience. But again, come back to simple, and you took away the fear because you were there straight away to collect us from the airport, take us to the hospital, hotel, wherever we needed to go. I didn't feel lost at any one time. Even when I went to explore the city on my last visit, I knew that I could text you and go, oh, is there a good place to this? And you could give me local knowledge. So I didn't feel abandoned. And I think that was what I was afraid of, coming to a foreign country basically to get basically life-changing surgery.
And how about surgery itself? Like,
I mean, surgery is scary.
Pain situations, feelings, and like your time at hospital, like nursing, medical dressing, like it was all as you imagined, or more complicated, or more like comfortable. How you say?
I don't think I had any particular expectations coming into it because, again, very new to me. I've not really had medical procedures, but I think it was less scary in retrospect. There were moments where I was afraid. There was moments where I was upset or confused, and in every single moment there was somebody there, in spite of language barriers, still to be comforting, to be helpful, and even when things were more painful or when there was something wrong, I felt like there was always somebody who cared, and that shone through beyond any of the boundaries of language or culture or anything. And the nurses at the medical park were amazing, and they were so kind to me, and even though I'm not always the easiest patient because I panic a little bit, I have my own worries, but also for yourself and Dr. Kara, I remember him saying to me, Amelia, chill, when I was worried, and to this day that sticks with me because he has a kind nature and he really cares for his patients.
Thank you for this amazing comment. And would you recommend this surgery to because so many people all over the world I think cannot get the real information or real experience from the real persons. I can say that because from internet or just Google something, it is not so true, especially for this kind of transgender surgeries. But would you recommend something especially for researching, or when they decide to go, okay, I'm gonna have this surgery? What are very specific recommendations to people?
What I would say is that in anything like this, you've got to do your research. You've got to look into it deeply. I took a little bit of a risk, a little bit of a stab in the dark, because I didn't know what I was getting into, and this was the best option I had. So back last year when I had my first procedure, it was unknown and it was terrifying. But I felt that I had a responsibility to do a little bit of the research for other people, and that's what I want to do in the future, is to be able to give my experience, help other people see that there are good places available, because you can't judge a clinic based upon ratings on the internet. You can't judge it based upon a Google search, because anything can be manipulated. A real person who's had real experience, no matter what sort of ups and downs and difficulties I had, I can then reassure someone, I can prepare them to what they're going to expect. So if I'd had that myself a year or so ago when I first looked, it would have been amazing. So again, looking for real experiences is what you need to do.
And really thank you again. Thank you very much. How about after surgery? Because you stayed 2 nights at the hotel, at the hospital, and after 2 nights we discharged you and we came hotel as we are here. How about hotel time experience?
I think again, it comes back to what I said earlier on about not feeling abandoned. I felt that there was still contact there. The fact that yourself and brought me to the hotel, came up to the room, settled me down, made sure that everything was fine, so that I wasn't just packed up and sent off to go my own way. There was backup support. That we were there at the end of the telephone, even when I had my own fears earlier on today. You were there to support me, to go the extra mile. And one thing that my partner mentioned is that you feel like you're the only patient being dealt with, in spite of the fact that there are probably people getting operations and procedures every single day, but you felt a personalised service. And I had to remind myself that, hang on, there are other people that need merit and able to help them, but I did feel valued and a personal service.
Yeah, thank you very much. And what else you want to say? Because if somebody try to learn about something from you, is it okay if they communicate with you or etc., or some maybe conference, something like that? Is it okay if we plan in the future?
Definitely is. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm very public about my own journey, about my own experiences. I've got quite a following on social media. Amelia'sAngels.com is my website, and I'm going to be posting links both to this clinic and to obviously my services, helping people with admin and so on. So I think reaching out to me is a great way of moving forward.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. So I have no question anymore. And if you have more something to say, or
no, I think that covers it. Yeah, I think
thank you very much for your time, and you are always very kind, and also Clay too. Yeah.
Camera lady over there.
See you.
Bye.